All right, all right, we're recording. This is Yumeisuke, Triggered Senpai, and Starface. Are you there, Triggered? All right, well, he's not there, but he'll come back. This is our. It's not a podcast. We kind of just do this. I'm just gonna do this whenever I feel like it. It's not gonna be a live stream either. It's kind of more like a non-live stream because it's not live. Is there anything you guys want to say?
Not exactly, but I mean, a non-live stream?
Yeah, I didn't want to say dead stream because that sounds a little too violent, too dark.
I mean, it's just not a live stream.
It's a non-live stream.
It is 2022, man. We just make up definitions.
I mean, there was another thing I was gonna say, but I want Trigger to be there too, because he's liable to trip on this as well. I'm gonna tell you, try not to say anything that could get you canceled, because I mean.
I'm aware of that.
I know you don't care, but I've seen like people, like they host people that say controversial things, and then people get mad at the host as well. And I'm like, that's nonsense. I can't control what other people say.
Right. That's why I'm gonna keep my comments on Casca to the smallest that I can.
Who? Casca from Berserk?
Yes.
Oh, you watch Berserk, right. Oh, I mean, if it's funny, just make sure it's not too crazy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
All right, the stream has resumed. The non-live stream. How are you guys doing?
Nah, I'm straight shit. I'm sure what's going on.
Pretty good.
All right, I was just telling him, Star, not to bring any CP into here, you know.
Oh no, I'm not in that lolly shit right
No,
now.
I'm talking about. No, I meant cancel potential. Don't try not to say anything that would get you canceled, because I could be held accountable as well. You know how people are these days.
Nah, I got you, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing too crazy.
All right, that's cool.
We
That's
only
cool.
talking about anime, unless the anime we talking about. Like, I mean, I'm gonna try my best, cause I mean, anime is just fucking weird nowadays.
That's true.
So it depends what you bring up. But
All right.
go ahead. What you were saying though?
The first thing is, Star said he was going to explain his profile. What is that?
Oh yeah, man. This is the Eraser Devil.
What? Is that it? I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, you just put a head with whatever item you're choosing, and
Oh.
and apparently he's probably the most powerful because he can erase you from existence.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of CSM, that's a perfect segue. What did you guys think?
And think about what?
Chainsaw Man, the anime.
So I only seen like the first 3 episodes, and from that point on, like I didn't even watch the rest of it because I already read the manga. So it's like, what's the point of even watching that shit if I already know what's gonna happen? I know they took some stuff out because you and me talked about it, like, you know, the chapter, I think 2 shit where they made like Denji. Yeah, the shit that kind of makes Denji's character insufferable, you know, like the whole, he acknowledges that Makima is a fucked up person, yet he still chooses to like be her dog and shit, like even to a point where he's willing to run away with a whole nother girl just to get the fuck away from this crazy bitch. But it's like, you know, they took that part out, and also I'm hearing that, you know, people are pissed off about the how the anime was handled because they took that scene out, and also some other things. I guess it wasn't true to the source of the manga. So yeah, people are pissed off about that, and I don't know. I'm just confused about all of that, really. So I don't know, but
I don't know why they'd be pissed off.
I mean, go on. You know, they don't really care about story. They just, you know, they just want to watch entertaining shit or fights and hype and all that bullshit. But nah, to answer your question though, Chainsaw Man, I mean, from what I've seen, is better than the manga because it makes a lot more sense. The CGI shit is a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's tolerable. But I mean, for the most part, from what I've seen, it's a solid show. Like the openings, you know, the music
crazy.
For the most part, yeah, that shit's crazy.
That opening is disappointing.
What did you say?
That opening is disappointing, man.
You still got time to say psych.
Nah,
it is disappointing.
Yeah, no, if you don't like it, I mean, it's whatever. But I'm just, speaking of my opinion on everything. But
it's not disappointing as in like it's a bad opening. It's disappointing because it was misleading.
Oh, because he wanted the future devil to dance.
All of that stuff happened. So what I figured out was apparently all of those were movie references.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the series. So I'm sitting here thinking that, okay, hey, this got some cool character interactions. And, yeah, none of that happened.
I mean, if you want to be honest, most anime openings are like that. Like, usually, especially Slice of Life, they be having, like, some crazy shit, like a girl falling off a school building or some shit. It's like, I never take openings
My Girlfriend
serious
X. I think my mysterious
girlfriend X.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, anime openings be having, like, some crazy shit, so I usually don't take them shit serious. To be honest, I skip them shits after, like, the first 2 listens.
Like, honestly, I wasn't even gonna watch the show. Only reason I even watched the series was because of the anime opening. I'm a sucker for anime openings. So once I seen that open, I'm like, oh, okay, it looks kind of cool. Like, okay, all the characters are just sitting up doing like just stuff together. Like, that's kind of stuff I like. So that's why I was like, okay, let me check this out, because I tried the manga and I couldn't stomach the manga. So I was like, okay, if they actually are going to interact with each other and the characters are actually enjoyable, then sure, I'll check this out. And yeah, none of that happened.
How many episodes did you watch?
I made it to 11, and I kept telling myself to watch the last one. But honestly, the series, I will. I'm going to. I've made it this far, but it's just one of those. I'm so used to just stop watching the series I don't care for, that I have to consciously tell myself, okay, go watch this series. Go finish this series. And the only reason I'm watching it so I can at least say something about it.
Nah, if you read the manga, you should be good for the most part.
Oh, I couldn't make it past chapter 3.
Oh, shit.
The manga. So I was like, at least the visuals will maybe help it out, but really it didn't. So overall, I don't even think it's a bad series. It's like that unfortunate in the middle, where it's nothing too good, nothing too bad, so I just kind of don't care. I would rather it be really bad so I can laugh and talk about it more, but it's just in the middle. I do got some things I want to talk about, though. Number 1, why is the Chainsaw Man him as a devil, and these devil strengths do not make sense to me. So I don't know if there's some kind of clarification in the manga. So let's start with the ghost devil versus the snake devil. Why is the snake devil so much stronger?
Because it's more feared. I mean, at least that's how the system usually works.
Oh yeah. That's how it's supposed to. Yeah,
it's like the more feared the thing is, the more powerful it is. That's why Chainsaw Man is so powerful, because it has its name in hell for like fucking over. And I'm probably spoiling hellish shit, but that's why the Chainsaw Devil is so powerful, because it's feared in hell, because once the Chainsaw Devil kills something, it erases it completely from existence. So also that's also a reason why Makima wants it, and why everyone in the series wants the fucking Puchita dingy heart shit. So like, yeah, so I think it pretty much depends on how much it's feared in the public eye, but even that's kind of inconsistent, because once you have, like, let's say the Katana Devil and the Chainsaw Devil, like, I mean, like, if we're really going off of that power system, off of what's more feared equals more powerful, then by that logic, like, most of these Chainsaw Man fights should be one-sided as fuck, because the Chainsaw Devil is the most powerful one. He's the most feared one.
Right. So here's my next question then. So from what I've seen, all the devils kind of resemble the power or the item. So like the katana, he swings katanas. The snake, some of the snake. The ghost was a ghost. The Chainsaw Man was eating devils. Why was a chainsaw, like, what's the correlation between a chainsaw and a race?
The author just wanted to make the Chainsaw Devil special, so he gave him the ability to eat names out of existence.
Yeah, that's like a big plot hole in
That
the
is
series because we would need.
That is silly.
It is, but that's why. Shit, and even in Chainsaw Man Part 2, like, see, this is why I think Chainsaw Man Part 2 is kind of ass because the questions I mean, look, I know you fuck with Asa, but like all bullshit to the side, there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered from Chainsaw Man Part 1. Denji is still the same fucking character for the most part from Part 1.
I think he's worse.
I'm saying? Like, he's way worse because he doesn't develop or learn from his actions. Like, it seems
How
like
does it get worse. How is that even possible?
Bro, he lets people sit on him for money. He lets women sit on him for money.
Yeah, and he's trying to have everyone know that he's Chainsaw Man. It's like, it's fucking ridiculous because he already went through what it's like to have everyone want him for the wrong reasons. So why the fuck would you put yourself through that again? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what the fuck the author is doing with the manga because it's just, I mean, especially now, he just rehashing the same shit from Part 1.
Hey, stop it.
It's fucking sad. But
he's lying. He's lying. Part 2 is good.
I'm not lying. Like, the aquarium shit is the same shit as the
that's the endless
shit.
Okay, that's one example. Everything before that was epic.
Like, going on like 3 chapters, bro, if not more than that.
Bro, he's lying to you.
And hell, even when Asa and them went to was looking for the devil or some shit, that shit was kind of reminiscent of the Bat Devil versus fucking Denji. That was kind of reminiscent of that. So it's like Chainsaw Man Part 2 kind of has some of the same story beats as Part 1. I'm just saying, like, that's what it's like. Like, go
it's so
Chainsaw
different.
Man
it's like
1.
A mystery. No, they're searching for the Chainsaw Devil, and they have to like get clues and stuff. It's interesting, and it's like one of the longer arcs in the story compared to Part 1. It's very interesting. They got the interesting dynamic between Woru and Wasa. Like, it's much better than Chainsaw Man Part 1. This
is how fucked up Part 2 is. I don't even know who the fuck those characters is. And
Bro,
the only reason I know about Asa is because I know you like her. I even know her. The only reason I know about Bucky the fucking chicken is because I roasted the fuck out of it on my live stream. So it's like, I like Chainsaw Man Part 2 for the most part. Like, you might like it because how characters are being fleshed out, which is cool, which is dope, because I already acknowledged that Chainsaw Man Part 2 is a manga that you might have to read in its entirety opposed to a week-to-week basis, because if you read this shit on a week-to-week basis, it's not gonna hit the same, so I've already acknowledged that. But even on the week-to-week basis, it's still like, okay, if I was to take into account me reading all this shit in totality, it feels like it's just doing some of the same shit as Part 1.
Bro, you are tripping and trapping.
Hey, maybe I am, man. I mean, but I mean, what was the original point though? Like, the power of the chainsaw.
The power system doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So this, like, Chainsaw Man Part 2, they have to flesh out Puchita. We need to know what made him so special to where he can do this. Like people just saying that Puchita is an anomaly. That's not enough. They're just like lazy writing. It's like, oh well, he's just special. It's like, okay, like, that's it. So that has to be fleshed out, because it kind of makes no sense why a chainsaw will be more feared than hell itself. That makes no sense, especially with the perception of hell and the perception of chainsaws. Like, me personally, I'm not afraid of chainsaws. The first thing I think about a chainsaw is like Home Depot or some shit, like cutting down trees to build a fucking house. I'm not thinking about, oh shit, I'm gonna get killed with the chainsaw. Like, niggas haven't been scared of chainsaws since like 2002, my nigga, when Chainsaw Massacre came out, and that was even debatable if niggas were scared of that shit. So
True.
Like, I mean, like I said, I guess the deeper you look into it, the more you see the inconsistencies, and but I mean, you can go back to whatever the original point was. I probably took that
Star,
shit
did you have other questions about Chainsaw Man? Oh dang, he not there. Have you seen Seraph of the End or Blue?
No,
my
bad. I accidentally muted myself. I was gonna talk about Aki also. So the
He's
curse. Cool. No, I actually think he's a pretty okay character. But man, he's getting the short end of the stick with these devils he's using, or these everything. So number one, I need to ask: is he ever gonna be able to use Cone again?
No.
That's whack. Okay, number 2. That curse sword is whack. Number 3. That future devil is whack. So it's like, why does he... Bro, just being able to see what's gonna happen doesn't really help you too much. He's still a normal human for the most part. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah, he is.
Well, what good is it? Okay, so they was like, oh man, a meteor's gonna come your way. What is he gonna do? He know it's coming. What did he do though? Well, that sucks. What good is that?
I mean, but in a way, I mean, I want to say I kind of like it that way. Yeah, like I kind of want to say I like it that way because it shows just how powerful or how special it is to be a devil like Denji or Power or just a devil in general, because they have way more benefits to being a human. They show you like the different power levels or the power differences. So Aki, like you said, is a human being. So like what can he really do against a katana devil? Well, the thing is, he's not supposed to really do anything against a katana devil, because if he is able to do something though.
He whooped him before he got back up.
It was like,
bro, he put him on the floor.
Though. I mean, I'm not okay. You can do something, but to be able to completely just wipe the fucking floor with it is like, now, like it'll be like, what's the fucking point of like, why? Like, if that's the case, you know, what may like why even praise devils or demons or hybrids to be these special things when a human can get the job done as well?
That's true.
But they have to at least sacrifice for the devil to begin with.
Do they?
I mean, for the most
hybrids?
part, Denji,
no, they don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like Aki, the normal.
Oh,
humans.
yes, yeah, they do.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe he just chose the ass devil.
Yeah, he did. Both the curse and the future did.
Nah, but hold on. The contracts are usually low key like that. They're not like extremely powerful. Cone is probably the most powerful curse I've seen.
He only had to use it. Okay, did I miss it? I only seen him use it one time.
He used it twice. Used it the first time to save Denji from like the snail devil, the leech devil. The first time he used his power, that was like in episode 4 or 5 or 6, and then he used it again on Katana Devil, and then Katana cut through it, and that's why he lost his contract.
That's hilarious.
It was a cool move though, especially the way they did it in the manga.
Oh, okay. I think this is the last thing I want to talk about on Chainsaw Man, and now, of course, it's Denji himself. So, before anybody says, well, it's because of his background, like, oh, I understand. I get it. That doesn't make him a likable character. It doesn't matter if it's justified why you're an unlikable character. You're still an unlikable character. You do unlikable things. But that's not even the point I'm getting to the point that he's immortal. And then he doesn't even care because his heart is Pochita now. So he doesn't even really care about, I guess, other people's feelings or dying. When he was having that conversation about if they died, how would I feel? So it kind of just really takes me out of the anime or the series. Like, okay, so number one, I don't have to worry about the main character dying. He's immortal. Number two, well, if you don't care if your friends die, why should I care?
That's a good point.
Imagine when Naruto and when he did after the Haku fight, and Naruto just started laughing at them when they died. That whole moment would get ruined. He wouldn't even care.
Yeah, I see your point. That's the problem with having unlikable main characters. You make it very hard for the audience to get attached because they have to see this unlikable character so often.
He would have been better off as a side character. I think I could have. True. I would have enjoyed the series a lot more if he was just a side character.
And he's a side character in part 2. How about that?
See, the thing, hold on. So you said, so him not really being, too affected by other people's death is what kind of takes you out?
That's one of them, but it's pretty much all of that put together. Takes away from the deaths or the sad moments. I guess they're supposed to be sad. I don't know.
No, see, it's not Denji not caring for them that probably takes you out, or at least it didn't take it. Like I didn't really care about all that aspect. What really took the impact of the deaths away was the pacing. The fact that the story didn't give them enough time to be fleshed out. Like now, the only person I will let slide on this is, I guess, Himino. Even though
true.
I guess because she is like kind of fleshed out to some degree. We know how Aki got there and shit like that, so I'll let her slide. But as the story goes on, the rest of these motherfuckers are just there to be killed off.
Yeah, like Arai.
I don't even know that nigga name.
The one who died for Kobeni.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know the nigga name, but not that even makes proves a point. But yeah, we don't even really know shit about him other than that he wanted a kiss from Himino. But you know, Denji not caring about people's death really. Like I mean, I can understand that because when your whole life is surrounded by you having to kill shit on a regular basis. On top of that, you know, you're constantly walking on eggshells with working with the mafia boss because they're threatening to kill you or sell your body off if you can't make up ends meet from what your father did. He's seen his father. I mean, he did see his father commit suicide, right? Or he's seen his father dead, correct?
Something like that. I don't know if they said that in the anime yet.
He knows about his father dying and committing suicide. So apparently, like, clearly he's been around this shit his whole life. So, you know, also, you know, let's be honest, he hasn't been around Himino or Aki's group that long to really give a shit, really. Like, I mean, it's not that long ago they was trying to sacrifice his ass to get the fuck out the hotel. I know Himino wasn't part of that clique, but, you know, still, she's associated with Kobeni and the rest of the motherfuckers who was low-key kind of down with killing him on the low. So it's like, oh, fuck these niggas. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do what I have to do so I can get this kiss because I never experienced this shit before, but fuck these niggas. I don't know these niggas like that. So, like, I mean, I can understand that to some degree. So, like, I mean, I think that, like when you say it kind of, you know, him not caring about the characters' deaths kind of take you from, make you like, if you don't care, why should I care? I mean, I guess that, I don't know. I guess we just have two different ways of assessing that, I guess, because I don't really, you know, depend on the main character to, you know, determine how I should feel about a character or whatever, or how much of an impact or how fleshed out a character is in the series or whatever. I just kind of like watch it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but also, like, let's take Demon Slayer. When Tanjiro seen the Rengoku death, it was so much more impactful because, well, we seen how devastated Inosuke and Tanjiro was about it.
True.
Well, that's once again, like, imagine if they didn't care, we didn't care. It wouldn't have this much impact.
You know, the crazy shit is, I kind of thought they was doing a little too much, kind of like the Gon shit, because it's like, I understand y'all being pissed off, but, you know, y'all was kind of like OD on a little bit, because y'all just met the nigga. So it's like I said, I'm like, look, I mean, the whole thing that made, what made people, for the most part, every time I talked about somebody about Rengoku's dying, they just thought he was a cool ass character for the most part. I mean, people are shallow like that. You know, like, we know how people love Goku as a character. He's friendly, he's a knucklehead, whatever the fuck. Rengoku, he's a friendly character, but of course he has a flawed past or whatever. Like, people just like they like those type of characters who are high energy and shit. So when they saw this character get fucked up, yeah, Tanjiro and them being fucked up by it, you know, I mean, that didn't really play, you know, that shit didn't really affect me or how I cared about the shit, but, you know, I was like, oh shit. I was more surprised that the Arthur actually killed the fucking character off, because it's like, oh, okay.
I was definitely surprised.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, okay, so the Arthur is trying to let the fucking readers or the watchers or the viewers know, look, this ain't fairy tale, this ain't One Piece. Niggas is gonna die. Like, this ain't Black Clover. Like,
you didn't have to say that.
I mean, like, and see, the thing is, I shit on Chainsaw Man for this, even though Chainsaw Man, I do kind of praise it for like killing niggas, but at the same time, it goes too far with it because, like I said, it can get to a point where they just killing motherfuckers just to be killing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, flesh them out. Let's get to know them. That's what kind of made Himino's death feel a little like, oh shit, damn. Like, she kind of went out kind of dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understood how that affected Aki's character, because deaths, you know, it's just not for that specific moment. That shit carries on throughout the series. That's what make a death impactful. You know, that's what made Jiraiya's shit, impactful, because it carried on to Naruto.
Spoilers.
And Tsunade. I mean, yeah, you know, who hasn't seen
Naruto?
Like, a great death is what carries on to other characters, right? And I'm not just talking about like some cheap ass death where this is the first time this character's popped up on the screen and he died, and now the whole organization is affected by it. Like kind of like how Netero was for the Hunter exams or the Hunter Association. Like, we know Netero from, you know, Hunter x Hunter and shit, but when he died, it's like, when everyone is affected by it, it's like, and we kind of don't know these niggas. We barely know Netero. So it's like, you know, so like how, like, that shit kind of doesn't really hold any weight. Like, I can see if Gon and them was really, really fucked up, but let's be honest, Gon didn't give a shit. He cared about Kite. You know,
I mean,
who he also barely knew.
You said what?
I said who he also
didn't.
knew.
Was about ready to kill him.
Killua was gonna kill him.
Netero when he got mad about the little dodgeball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, like, so, like,
a little sociopath.
You know, you did a death right when your death carries over and it influences other characters throughout the story and shit. Also, when it's not. Also, the death has to be done right. You just can't be killing niggas. It has to make sense. Like, I'm a huge fan of killing niggas where it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I don't know what you're saying. Explain.
Like, okay, so one of the biggest issues people had with the the recent Bleach anime is that they introduce characters but kill them in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Like who?
Bleach? This is a good segue. No, this is a good segue to just 1,000-year blood arc.
Yeah. They said they would introduce characters, give them a full name, and then they'll kill them off.
Oh, that shit, barely.
Yeah, so like shit like that is like, you know.
I didn't like the way they killed Aoyaki.
I ain't like how they killed.
He's not dead. Spoiler alert. He's not dead.
I ain't like how they killed Yamamoto.
Yeah, that was super whack. And I was actually complaining about that.
Yamamoto. Oh, that shit was corny. The whole you wasn't fighting to fake me the whole time. Like,
that didn't even make sense.
Yeah, stop pointing out that, because like, how did Royd have the power level of Yamamoto? But yeah.
Yeah, how was he fighting with Yamamoto? How did was he using the exact same moves? Because he wasn't supposed to be able to. Yeah. He's just supposed to have Yabak's
the memories. Yuha.
Yeah, Yuha. He's supposed to have the memories, but you somehow not only you beat Kenpachi, but they got the asterisks on for Kenpachi. Kenpachi doesn't fight that there's 4 strength against people, but he beat your brother. But whatever. You was able to sit here and fight with Yamamoto. Yamamoto didn't notice you wasn't using none of the same techniques you was back then. He didn't notice anything. You're dodging him. You're this powerful against Yamamoto. Bankai. There's no way, dude.
So before we get to Bleach, are we done with Chainsaw Man? Or is there
one last thing I wanted to say is that I think Seraph of the End and Blue Exorcist do similar things to Chainsaw Man. I think they have very similar settings, and I think that's part of what got me towards CSM. And I think they're better watches compared to Chainsaw Man.
Fam, if look, Jujutsu Kaisen is literally Chainsaw Man.
No, it's not. I don't know why people keep saying that. They're not that similar. They kill off characters. That's it. That's what Reddit says. What are you talking about?
Same abilities.
What are you talking about? You're reaching across the table.
No, Denji, Yuji, like, have devils inside of them.
If anything, the trio in CSM is closer to the trio in Naruto.
The trio in Naruto?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Especially design-wise. What? Bro, you got a blonde-haired character. Main character who's like rowdy. He has a demon inside of him. Then you got a dark.
We have a Oppai senpai, Gojo, Makima.
Okay, that's true. That's true. There's that too.
I'm just, bro. Come on now.
No, you're stretching when you're reaching. I can see the influence, but I don't think it's copied and paste, or even close to copying.
Bro, why is people chasing Yuji right now in JJK? They want Sukuna, right?
Yes, but
why is people chasing Denji?
Nah, man, that's too superficial. That's too superficial. When you actually read the arcs, the story structure is completely different. Like, if you just nitpick those tiny little points, yeah, you can say
no, definitely, not definitely. I agree with you, but I'm talking about like kind of like how niggas said like Naruto was a template of Hunter x Hunter. Like Naruto used Hunter x Hunter as a template.
That's not even close.
You can like see the similarities.
Yeah,
you can like, okay, this is how it started off, and this is how it went on its own direction.
Even at the start, they're barely similar.
Hey, look, we could just we could just go about different ways about that shit. Then I guess.
You think Chainsaw Man is the same as? It's very similar to JJK.
Yes, I do. Even how the devils are even created. Like the way devils or demons are created in Chainsaw Man is literally the same way, curses are created in JJK. The only difference is that JJK actually goes into depth about them. Like that's just one way you can create a curse. Like what's that tree dude name? That was Hanami.
I think it's a female.
Hanami is created the same way every other devil in Chainsaw Man is created.
How what really?
Yes.
Fear of trees?
No, like, okay, so Hanami was created because of something like, global warming, or like how people treated the forest. Basically, how humans react to specific things in the world is how that curse is created.
I kind of forgot that, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's just one of the things in JJK that creates powerful ass curses. Now, it's the same thing in Chainsaw Man, except Chainsaw Man is a lot more surface. It's just one way, which is why I criticized it in my review, saying Chainsaw Man doesn't really have any depth. You know what I'm saying? Like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like it's so much shit, and they tell you like how they capture, how they seal them, how they keep away curses, different levels and grade systems. When Chainsaw Man is just like, when in Chainsaw Man is like, oh shit, well, I guess niggas is scared of guns now. Like the gun devil is the most powerful thing ever.
Now they explained it.
No, they explained it, but I'm just saying, like, that's usually how curses, that's, what really determines what is stronger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, I mean, yeah, I think JJK and Chainsaw Man are pretty similar. Now,
I see what you're saying.
Story beats, they have their own separate things going on, but,
the
like,
setting
let's say
is very similar.
Yeah, like, let's say the skeleton of the story, they're pretty fucking similar.
That's fair. Y'all on a segue to Bleach?
Yeah, but before we segue, we already segueing, because I just want to make it very clear. Bleach is ass. Can I just
hold up? What? That's crazy.
That's hilarious. I kind of started on that same path, but I was like, as I kept watching, I was like, okay, I kind of see where they're going with this.
Look, that shit was made for that shit is fanboy babe, bro.
Why is it?
I'm sorry. The first episode was pure fan.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's
mostly filler.
And,
but what about the rest, the canon stuff?
Bro, I dropped that shit after the Yamamoto fight.
Oh my!
Because of Byakuya being retconned back alive, that was an issue when the manga was out, and now motherfuckers just blowing that shit off now. And it's like, nah, nigga, that's still an issue. Yamamoto versus Uwak, whatever the fuck that nigga name is. That fight, yeah, Yubaka, whatever the fuck his name. That fight was. Look, that name is confusing. But that fight was goofy as hell. Look, I'm not even gonna pronounce it. But that fight with Yamamoto was goofy as hell. All right, and the first episode was like fanboy babe. This nigga Ichigo used the fucking Bankai on the
gets the hollow.
Man, I said the same thing.
And then if there's videos out there of people saying actually Ichigo, when he used his Bankai, he killed a lot of people, but they just kind of sweep it under.
That's not true.
They say if you watched it, I didn't even know this. This is what people were saying. Like they say when Ichigo went Bankai fighting against them bum ass big ass hollows, he also like was blowing up buildings and the blocks and shit. Like pretty much he was killing people. But the like series kind of like, yeah, but they kind of like sweep it under a rug. Like don't pay attention that much to it. Like kind of shit. So like. And then they did the whole roll call for the main cast. Like, oh, it's Orihime. Yeah, and my name is Chaz. Yeah. And this the nigga with the glasses. Yeah, you remember us? We're your child.
It's like a sitcom intro.
God. Speaking about that, bro, the fact they always throwing this last minute. Oh, did you remember Ichigo? He's a Quincy, bro. Get out of here, man. Like, that just so happened to pop up out of nowhere. You said what?
And then
I actually messed with that.
No way.
This whole shit where Ichigo was like, homeboy is waiting for Ichigo to use his Bankai, and then Ichigo uses his Bankai like a fucking idiot. And homeboy, like, it's like the story just said, nah, fuck that. You can't take the main character's Bankai.
I mean, there's an explanation for why.
Yeah, because it's like, I guess you got to be on the same power level or some shit or something.
No, it's not even that. I don't think it's that. It's because he has hollow powers, and Quincy's are allergic to hollow powers. That's how in the next season they're gonna get rid of. That's how they retrieve the stolen Bankais. They hollowify the bankais, and then the Quincy's are allergic to that, and they have to get rid of them.
Quincy's are allergic.
I mean, that's the easiest way to explain it.
But isn't he a hollow and a Quincy?
He was born differently. He's built different.
Confused with Bleach. That nigga's half of everything. That's why I'm like,
it's not half; it's a quarter at this point.
It's even funnier though. I think the funny thing I found about Yubaki because he won't shut up. Like when he cut down Yamamoto, he gave us his whole explanation of why Yamamoto had to die the way he died. When Ichigo came, he had to explain to Ichigo the power, where you got the power from, where I was gonna beat you up at. I decided I actually want you on my team. And then after all of that, he's gonna say, "Oh, Aizen must have messed with my perception of time." No, my dude, you sat there and talked for like 30 minutes. Like that's messed up your time, dude.
I like that about him though. It's very cartoonish villain in a good way.
No, he's freaking Hunter x Hunter narrator, man.
That's a Black Clover villain in that motherfucker, bro. That nigga's dumb as hell. Look, Bleach got some good ass animation. So far, it's the best looking anime of fall 2022. I don't know if I'm ready to say it's better than Demon Slayer, but you know that's.
I think only its art is good, to be honest. Because I was hoping that I would see some amazing animation, and the animation kind of underwhelmed me. Like there was Sakuga, but it didn't look like Sakuga that I'd want to rewatch. Like I could tell that the animation had effort put into it, but it didn't look epic. Like it didn't have good choreography. It didn't have good action. But to be fair, the fights they were working with weren't that detailed in the manga to begin with. Like they extended it a lot.
Okay, all right.
I got a question though. So why was Byakuya acting like he just didn't know how to do a flash step or a keto or any type of fight?
I don't know. Now that you mention it, yeah, he has other abilities.
Like, what does flash step have to do with your Bankai?
It does. I mean, they have here in talking.
It's the fucking Bankai show, bro. Like, you can't do shit unless you have a Bankai.
Quincy's have their own flash step though. So how effective would that have been?
I would at least let him try.
Try, yeah.
He just sat there.
Look, but you can't. At this point, you can't even be mad when. You can't even be mad when Bleach does stupid shit because in the first episode they show Ichigo using a Bankai against a Hollow.
That's filler though.
Hollow. Look, the show is telling you what to expect going forward.
I mean, to be honest, it was kind of fun. This man ain't did nothing but do that the whole time. That man was in the little prison and just kept doing it. Like, you're not gonna think of no other way out of here, huh? Just keep
it eventually worked.
It is true. It is true. Sad, but
I like the last episodes. That those when they focused on the story instead of the action, it got good, and they really fleshed out the world.
The Kenpachi and Unohana stuff. That was ridiculous.
Dope. I like the Maki. What's it called? I'm forgetting it. Misaki and Ishin.
Why was niggas mad about Rukia's skinny ass not being shown in the spring or the
because her butt wasn't there? I'm mad too.
Rukia, see, earlier you said don't bring up no CP. I was going to take it.
No, that's not. No. What are you gonna say? That's not. I don't think that's cancelable.
Bro, why y'all want to see a girl that looks like a 6-year-old's ass in the hot
she doesn't look like a 6-year-old.
Bro, come on. All right. Okay,
bro,
she's
12
years
old
at best.
No, she's not, bro. What are you saying?
You never seen a girl that skinny in your life.
Models? What do you mean?
Models aren't even that skinny.
Well,
Rukia has the chest of a underage girl going through puberty. Like,
all right, that's fair. But I mean, there are flat-chested people. You got to respect flat-chested women. They exist too.
I mean, that's fair. But you saying you want to see them in a hot tub and stuff?
No, you know the ass. Her butt was sticking out in like a peach. You don't. Let me see if I can find it.
So what niggas was gonna do? Like fuck the screen or some shit? Like why they so pressed about the
bust a nut?
Bust it. So they gonna pause the fucking Bleach anime and bust
absolutely. I would.
Down bad.
Wow. See, that's why it's Chainsaw Man. So
no, I'm kidding.
No, ain't no kidding. Niggas most definitely was pissed off about that shit on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I would be too.
I'm not surprised. Twitter gets mad at some silly stuff in India. Like,
niggas be trying to act like they not horny on Twitter, but then be horny as hell on Twitter. That shit make no sense. Wait, what happened? Yeah, but nah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Bleach. Good animation, or I can't even say good animation because, like you said, like they have good art, and the show looks
absolutely fucking good. Looks like a movie.
Yeah, it looks really fucking good. So I'm not gonna downplay that. And even the Yamamoto fight, they had some dope ass scenes and scenes in that, and it had some dope ass moments. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know, Bleach. I don't know. It's just something about Bleach that's just not doing it for me, bro.
One thing I gotta point out is the OST. So that like the original, the original Bleach OST, they made like these orchestra remixes of like most of their OSTs, and they didn't use any of the original songs, and I think that really killed the mood because some of those songs were really epic and they could elevate a scene by a lot. But now they have these weaker orchestra versions, and I was like, you're killing it. I mean, in a bad way. They're messing up the scenes.
I agree with that. Actually,
they had like this epic rock, bro. The Precipice. There's this one song that's the first song that played in Bleach. They had this lame orchestra remix. Oh man, bro, it sounded terrible.
Bro, they do not give a fuck about that shit. They want to see some bonk eyes. That's all.
Original OST was so good.
I'm with them. At this point, I'm with them.
Oh, you'll get to see bonk eyes.
Bonk eyes and Rukia's bony ass. That's all.
It's not bony. Look at the picture I put in the chat. That's not bony.
Already seen that, bro.
No, that's not bony.
Drew that.
Look at that arc. It's round, right?
Bro. You and these arcs, man.
You do know that Tai Kubo has the ability to give bitches plastic surgery on the spot.
Bro, stop it.
Right?
Stop it. Hey, it's there.
He gave that bony bitch a fucking perk up. He gave that bitch a BBL on the spot.
Why are you hating?
I'm not hating. That's what happened, nigga. If I was an author and I'm trying to draw some shit to make the fan base or the fanboys horny, I'm adding some extra arc to that ass.
Wow.
Airtail had no shine.
Look, pull up a picture of her just standing up.
She doesn't. She wears a shihakusho and a skirt. You can't see it.
I know Bleach has swimming suits of the characters.
They do.
Shit. Like they have. Pull up that picture.
Let me see if I can find it. I found one.
You did?
It's uploaded.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
Exactly.
It's not that bad.
No ass. All these niggas look like little ass kids.
Bro, stop.
Yeah, all these niggas look like little kids. Yeah, come on now.
Hey,
bro.
Triggered hates petite women.
She's not petite. She's bony as hell.
She's petite. Do you know how tall she is?
Bro, there's almost nothing there. Like I'm trying my hardest to try to maybe justify this, but there's nothing there.
I have more ass than her. Like, what are you talking about? Come on, now. We're not gonna do that, bro.
Proof?
Like, there's nothing.
Tai Kubo gave her ass a BBL on the spot. That's what happened.
That's
you should
crazy.
see like a gap in her fucking inner thigh or some shit. You fuck out of here with that horny ass shit.
Alright, what other? She's 4'8". She's 4'8". Yeah, that's petite.
Bro, that's not petite. Look at
4 inches
petite women. Bro,
I like petite women. Like that's a little bit below petite, my man.
That's what I'm saying. That's way below. Nigga, that's I'm finna go to high school petite.
Stop.
Nigga, that's that I'm still in my training bras type of petite. What are you talking about? Like
that's statutory petite.
Yeah, that's like get Rukia the fuck out of here. And these horny niggas trying to beat their dick to a drawing is crazy.
Hey, relatable. Hey, 2D women are better than 3D women. That's just a fact.
Oh, we ain't finna start that shit.
Man, what?
The only thing 2D women have over 3D women is they know how to shut the fuck up.
Man, that's the only shutting up, bro. On the Blue Lock ego girlfriend, I think that's his girlfriend. I don't know who that is.
It's not his girlfriend.
But yeah,
they work together.
Why she so obedient?
Are you talking about that dumb bitch who was at the press conference when everybody was trying to ask her legit questions?
She
said, I'm leaving the press conference.
Yeah.
I posted a picture.
This bitch is trash. Bro, how you gonna hold a press conference and go there and not have no one ask you questions? You try to leave before niggas ask you a legit question.
No, my favorite part was when she was talking. No, Ego was talking about about the Blue Lock man or whatever, his high tech stuff, and she was like, we run out of funds, and this man just said, "Shut up."
Wait, they got this bitch bending. Hold on, they got fan service of this hoe.
Yeah, nice, right?
Who the fuck wants to see her in fan service mode?
The first time I saw this show, I was like, I need to see more of her. It's a sausage fest there, man.
A sausage fest? So you see
it's an anime. Yeah. it's a story.
Yeah, but I don't want a sausage fest.
Why they got her ass bloated on this fucking screen like that? Like,
Bro,
they cut off her
about?
ass right before it's like plastered in the fucking screen.
I don't know.
And she looking all the way back like she don't know what the fuck she doing. She adding an arch to her, but like what the fuck is up with these anime characters being oblivious to what the fuck they doing? Like, oops, I fell, and I'm just all of a sudden got this arch in my back that's making my ass go up 2 inches. Yeah, fuck out of here. Right. That character is ass too. Like I said, bro. This bitch is like delusional. She goes to a press. Imagine holding a press conference, right? And you know what you're doing is fucked up. You ruining kids' futures. You like, damn. I know they finna fuck me up with some of these questions. You like, you know what? I'm finna Lightning McQueen they ass real quick. You know? And she just did this whole fucking. No, she just went in. She just gave this whole ass speech, and then she said, "I'm done with questions." It's like you just got up in there. And niggas is like, even the fucking camera and the reporters is like, yo, bitch, where the fuck you going? We need to ask some questions.
That's what you do. You run away when you don't want to answer questions. That's politicking.
Yeah, why hold the fucking press conference?
That's a good question.
That's why I'm saying with this stupid ass show. This shit, none in this show makes fucking sense.
Well, now, that's a perfect segue.
Yeah. No, speaking of blue ass, no one is even talking about this show. The only reason this shit got brought up is because of the fucking World Cup. Before that's the World Cup even happened.
Oh, that's what you're saying. No, people were hyping it up.
Bro, for like the first 2 episodes.
No, I mean the manga. They were hyping up the manga as well.
I didn't know about the
manga. They're like, oh, it's the best sports manga in existence, bro. If you don't get out of here with that BS.
That's a stretch. See, bro, when I was talking about something so bad that it's good, that's this series for me. Blue Lock is so hilarious to me. Like, we can talk about the part about the press conference. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm reaching when I say this.
Them niggas said Messi ain't got a World Cup and he got a World Cup now.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious also. But I was going to say, it's almost as the show knows it's illogical. Because somebody has said, even in I think the press conference, like, hey, you're destroying these kids. Where are their parents? And she just walked off. I'm like, it's like they're self-aware of how stupid they're saying or how stupid this is. And I don't know, man. It just makes me laugh. Ego is so hilarious to me. Because he's not even a player. He's so like some couch coach who's like, I don't know, FanDuel master or something. Like,
man, that nigga named Mandark. That's Mandark over there doing all that bullshit.
But he thinks he's so cool, bro. It is so funny.
Yeah, behind that goofy ass keyboard with that ugly ass smile. Blue Lock is nothing but a show full of niggas doing crazy ass facial expressions and they're doing, oh my god, I can't believe you eliminated me. Dude, and the main character is so oblivious to the shit he doing. And it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I kicked the ball. I had the balls to do that?
To be fair, that does happen in real life as well. Because I've talked to people and they said that there's been times where they like do something and they just don't even know what happened after or how they did it right after they do it.
No, the crazy shit is, right, he had a chance to just like kick the ball and eliminate someone quickly, and this is like in the first 3 episodes?
Yeah, first episode.
He could have got an easy elimination.
But he went
this
for the
dumbass nigga, he like at 0.0000001 seconds.
To be fair, that gives him a better chance of winning.
Because he kicked somebody got kicked in the face, and they like, well, you got eliminated. I'm like, hold on, bro. I don't care about your explanation. Like, come on, dude literally got kicked in his face.
Nah, that's what it was. So the dude got kicked, and then the dude, like, Mandark was like, oh, you had enough time to kick the ball back. It's like, nigga, how the fuck he gonna kick the ball back in 0.0000001 seconds?
Right, and you're not even a fucking soccer player, so shut the fuck up.
I mean, I think you can have knowledge about soccer without playing it, but this guy does say a lot of nonsense.
Coaches, man, look, every uncle or every dad at home is always watching the sports, and they got all the answers. That's ego.
Yeah. That's true.
Whoever made Blue Lock clearly is a fan of Kuroko no Basket, because Kuroko no Basket was full of bullshit too.
I haven't seen Kuroko, but I think Kuroko is better.
Wait, you never seen Kuroko?
No, Kuroko is way better. I'm saying Blue Lock got their shit from Kuroko. Whoever made Blue Lock is a huge fan of Kuroko because
I feel like Kuroko respected the sport.
Oh hell no!
To some degree, but I mean,
dude with the glasses wouldn't even cross in half court. He shot that shit from the outbound.
Okay, but I mean that can be done.
Fam, who the fuck is just okay?
It's not. It can't be done consistently.
Consistent basis.
Yeah, it can't be done consistently.
It's 100%. He doesn't miss.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
Okay, no.
I don't even have to cross half court. It's like, oh, okay. Dude,
I don't think that's fair that people judge sports animes differently than they judge any other anime. Because most anime are over exaggerating on stuff. So why, when it comes to sports, everybody's like, nah, you got to stick to the rules.
Because I think it represents
you can still stick to the rules and still make shit hype. Like, look at Haiku, look at Slam Dunk.
Yep. No, I'm not saying that you can't, but why don't you just? I mean, they're just choosing not to.
Because
it looks like.
I mean,
well, for me, it looks like an insult. It looks like you're saying the sport's not good enough. I'm gonna make it more entertaining.
Pretty much.
That's just anime, though. That's like I said. Anime is all about exaggeration. So
no,
of course
it's not.
You watch
not all about. What are you talking about?
Well, not all, but a lot of anime, especially the ones people.
I feel like a very small amount. And
when they exaggerate,
yeah, exaggeration.
Just about. Yeah, you exaggerating fighting. Almost any series, we're not gonna start judging.
You can watch Blue Lock. You can watch Blue Lock and go try out for soccer and do that shit up in that show if you want to. Go ahead, I dare you. I want you to watch Blue Lock, and after you watch Blue Lock, I want you to go try out for a soccer team, and I want you to do all this shit they're doing in that Blue Lock anime. I guarantee you'll get knocked the fuck out.
That's fine, but
go ahead, try to kick a nigga. Anime. Go try to kick a nigga in the face with a soccer ball. Go ahead, try to ball hog.
The difference is that it looks like you're disrespecting the sport when you have fighting that's exaggerated. Like let's say One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. That they're not based on real fighting. They're just based on the concept of fighting. If there was a boxing anime that was doing exaggerations like Kuroko, yeah, I would have a problem with it because it looks like you're disrespecting the sport. You're like, oh, this is more entertaining than the sport. The sport's not entertaining enough. But with Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, they're in fantasy worlds. They're using their own fighting styles. They're not actually based on real, and they have powers too. It's not based on real stuff.
That's fine, but like I said, they're just making it more. I don't know why is this disrespectful to sports by making something more powered up. Like I don't know how is that disrespectful.
It looks to me. It feels like the author is saying that the original sport is not entertaining enough, so I'm gonna add in powers. Or it looks like the author is saying, I don't know enough about the sports to actually not include powers, so I'm gonna focus on the powers and like erase all of the other tactics.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. At least they're staying true to real life, because if they really doing that dumb shit in Japan, then it makes sense why they haven't won shit yet. Yeah, I mean, it makes so much sense now. You go ahead, ego my ass, and ego. Yeah, go ahead, nigga.
There was one thing that really bothered me. They said we're gonna start from zero. They said they reset your soccer knowledge. I'm like, that's so stupid. Why would you reset decades of soccer knowledge and soccer evolution? You're gonna come to the same conclusions.
No. Because what he's trying to do is it's kind of like brainwashing, but he's trying to embed this thought process into them. Now, again, I'm not saying it makes sense. Again, I'm saying all of this doesn't necessarily make sense, but it has to be so it can actually work.
Yo, and also about Blue Lock, the characters are fucking stupid. So the dude in the beginning who was asking all the logical questions,
why did he join?
Everybody would just, oh my fucking god. No, he said why he joined. Oh, I joined so I can prove his point wrong.
That's not
to show him that his views on show that his views on soccer is incorrect. It's like, you dumb fuck. Like, do you realize what will happen if you get eliminated? You can't play soccer no more, pretty much, unless you go overseas or some shit. But like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Take your ass home.
I mean, the way to prove him wrong would be to win a World Cup with teamwork.
The way to prove him wrong is to walk up out that fucking building and get a scholarship and get on the fucking Japan team without going through that dumb shit. That would be a way to prove him wrong. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna prove you wrong by doing I'm gonna prove you wrong by going about it your way." It's like, huh? Like, these characters are fucking stupid. But
I actually grew to appreciate it a little after watching the anime. That Team Z versus Team Y, I believe, that was pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie.
I dropped that
because
shit
it's
at the episode,
entertaining. Because it's entertaining. Like that's just all you can look at it like.
Even the other matches weren't that
passes,
entertaining.
Even though I will say though, it's kind of weird, especially with Bachira, because he seemed really, really good at passing. But I'm like, I thought everybody's supposed to be strikers, and then
Isagi's good at passing too.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, so why are they so good at passing? Yeah, I'm just like, why is this so cool? But Bachira, I think, didn't he when they had to go to the second stage, didn't Bachira finish it faster than the main character?
I don't know. I dropped that shit at the episode
maybe.
3.
Yeah. But no, I don't even remember. He might have.
I think he did.
You mean the solo training, right?
From him, yeah.
I think he might have. Or they came at the same time.
Yeah,
something like that.
That wouldn't make sense because they still got because they got rankings because of how they did the trainings.
Oh yeah. But that final match, that was good. The dribbling when Bachira started dribbling, and then the Kunigami hit that knuckleball. I think he did. That was pretty cool.
I couldn't believe Kunigami didn't make it out before the main character. Now you can kind of give the main character that asterisk of spatial awareness, and so hold on. Before you finish that,
I'm mad that he did not know what spatial awareness was. Like, how stupid are you? Can you not put two words together? Chigiri said spatial awareness. Like, what's that? All right, go on. What are you saying?
No, they all say a lot of stupid things, and like I said, the reason I like the show is because it genuinely makes me laugh. Genuinely, it makes me laugh and smile because they be saying some stupid stuff. Oh my god, my favorite was when they finally first beat that first team, and the main character was walking. And he was like, "This is the feeling," and they was kind of trying to show it like a battlefield. It's like, it's so dumb. It's great.
He said he enjoys seeing other people lose. Kind of psychopathic.
Yeah, he was sitting up, looking up, crying. He was like, "This feels amazing."
Kind of sadistic.
That main character is a fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't like. I really don't like him. Like,
why? He's okay.
Nah,
he's just kind of
other characters are full. He talks too much. Like he's like the narrator. I guess maybe I got a pet peeve against people who have to break down literally everything that's going on. You have to be surprised by everything that's going on. Like,
that is one thing that bothered me. There were too many times where characters were just standing around. I'm like, aren't y'all playing a game? How are you just standing, talking, and thinking?
Dude, Raichi, he was the man one time about how much he gonna kill everything, and that man didn't do nothing the whole game. Look, Raichi dude with the yellow hair.
Oh yeah. He talked a lot. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
Well, he played defender in the last game, and he played pretty well.
Congratulations. But did he
score?
Striker did he score?
Nope.
This is a striker. That's what I'm saying. Number 2. So why was that dude so in a striker camp? He was like, yeah, I'll play goalie the whole time.
Hey,
why? You finna get put out. You finna lose.
Yep.
You finna get put out and lose your whole. You don't get to play goalie if you get kicked out of here, buddy. You done. So why did you agree to play goalie? Like, dude, the dude with corn. Like, don't get me wrong, I can nag on the show all day. I'm not saying the show is good, but it's insane, man.
Which was better, Keijo or this?
I didn't see Keijo, so I can't say.
You gotta watch that. Got nice TNA.
That's kind of hard. I think I'm gonna go with. I can't choose. They're both.
Keijo, you tell me. Hold on, Keijo is the one with that. They was playing
the
ball
butts
with
and
their
boobs.
ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keijo is way better.
There we go. You seen it?
Both so goofy.
Yes, I seen it.
There we go. Keijo is better.
Take them serious.
No, I think like the first 3 episodes. That shit is way more entertaining than fucking Blue Lock.
Absolutely.
Nah, I can't see it. Nah,
bro. The first episode alone was insane.
It's been. What happened on? My bad. It's been a minute since I seen it. What happened on the first episode?
They did the introduction tournament. It was like a battle, and they had all of the people fighting. There was
she was smacking him in the chin. Is that the first
yes,
episode?
Yes, that was so cool. And then she fought the pink hair. First, the main character, Nozomi, I think she was knocking out all these people, and then she had the one-on-one. I think her name was Mommy, and then she did like the boob hypnosis, I think, and she knocked her in the chin with the butt, and she didn't even see it. That she fell in the water. She's like, Keijo is amazing, and I'm like, Keijo's amazing.
Man, I'm honestly, I usually turn stuff off like that, but it was so goofy. I was like, I'm actually gonna have to watch this.
It's so cool.
Like,
and then in episode 12, they had her. I don't know
if I want to say this stuff was cool. Like, it was just funny. It's funny because it's like they take themselves so serious. Again, just like cool. Blue Lock.
No, they
take themselves so serious that it makes it hilarious. Like her getting a scarf out there.
Oh yeah, after the power up. Yeah, she used the nipple to unlock her pressure point. That was so cool. That was so cool.
No, what was it? The girl who gave herself a wedgie so she can move fast.
That was cool too.
Oh, bro.
Keijo was amazing, bro. She started acting like Rock Lee, teleporting and stuff, bro. That was cool.
Wait. The one who used her nipples like a sword and unsheathed them.
Oh yeah. Keijo was so good, bro. What is Blue Lock have? What does Blue Lock have?
Oh man,
niggas playing soccer and
exactly.
logical ass coaches.
Exactly. The logics of Keijo make more sense than the logics of Blue Lock.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, the way they play the sport. I'm not talking about the superpowers. The way they play the sport.
I mean, trying to hit each other with their ass and tits.
Yeah. Knocking people in the jaw knocks them out. That's from boxing.
I mean, the chin, yeah. I mean, kicking the ball in the goal is from soccer. They.
So what would y'all rate Blue Lock?
5 out of 10. Or
5
4.
Out of 10.
Actually, I'll go with 5. I'll go 5.
I'll go 7.
I get that shit a 2. No, as a matter of fact, I actually.